Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is David Sikinami Comic. All right, gonna do another video showing you 5 books, but this one is the one of the best ROI in comic that I have in my collection. Yeah, this is awesome. Woo! I'm telling you, man, this is something that I look forward to. This is something that it drives me like, yeah, I have that book. I remember that book. I remember what I got it from. I remember how much I paid, got it graded, and came out holding on to it. Came out the best. Right. But of course, the only reason I hold on to it because I love the cover of the book, how rare this book is to get, and just somehow it defines my collections in my comic book collection. All right, without any further ado, I'm gonna show you. Bam! Wolverine X-Men issue number 4, 1 out of 50, Venomized collection came out in 2012. Yeah, March of 2012. I got this book on eBay for, I think I got it for like $75. $75. I know I did not pay over 80, $75 with shipping and everything. $75 because I just needed to get this book. I was just sick. All right. Last sold October 16, CGC 9.8, so for $360 open to best offer or best offer. Not open. 360 or best offer. So I'm assuming the lowest you probably have gone is what, maybe 340, 325. Not bad for $75 plus. Maybe most I invested was maybe $100 at most to get this thing graded. All right. So if you've come across this, you did a good job, guys. I'm just showing you a Fat Pass book that I picked up and just got some of them that is graded, or I might have purchased it graded. And I'll tell you in this video right now that that one there, Wolverine and X-Men number 1, paid $75 with shipping, plus shipping. No, that was with shipping, and probably got it pressed by He's Got Freaking Issue, along with Send This to CGC. Came back as a 9.8. That thumbs up. All right, this book here, definitely, I got this as graded. Ultimate Spider-Man, issue number 1, Joe Quesada, variant issue, variant cover, came out in 2000. All really great read. Just needed to get this to complete my Ultimate Spider-Man 1. I got the first print, the DF, I got the 1 out of 100. All right. This one here, I got back in, forgot what year, but I know I paid about $150 for this. I was waiting. It wasn't getting the note. That Spider-Man, Ultimate Spider-Man book did not get the love that it deserved. And finally, just somehow, he got it. And this one, October 21st, sold for $438 on a CTC 9.8. I spent $150 plus shipping, so it came out to maybe 180. Now it's selling for $438. The last sold in October 31st of 2024. And on 2023, 2 days later, there was a raw copy and a high on a high grade condition, so near mint to near mint plus condition, sold for $200, but it was or best offer, so probably sold it for maybe 180 at the most, at the least. So I think that's a really great return of investment. I don't want to call it investment, but let's just call it what it is. It was a gamble I took, but like I said, I want it because I needed it in my collection at the time. It wasn't any formal. It was just some of the small little project that I was doing. Since I already got the first print, I got the second. I got not the second print, but I got the DF, and now needed to get that, and that came really cheap. I grabbed it years back, and I'm very happy how it turned out. Yeah. All right. So this is the best ROI. Not the top five, but just the best ROI in comic I have in my collection. So I paid less to get it. At that time, I thought I was paying high, but just somehow when time passes by, something clicks and people seem to notice it and the prices goes up. All right. So the next book here is, bam, one of my best logo. This is the best logo cover you can find. Brightest Day, Green Lantern, issue number 55. One of the 25, Doug Mackey cover. I bought this raw for $65 raw. No, got this raw for $65 years back. I was thinking, God, I must be crazy, but it was such a great cover. I mean, look at that. Look at that. You gotta agree, this is a really great cover, especially when it comes to Lobo. There's not many Lobo covers out there, but this is one of the very rare, hard to find comic book out there. But anyway, bought it for $60. I think it was 65 plus shipping. I think that was like a $5-6 shipping back then. Guess what? August 30th. August 30th. So August, September, October. That was about 2 months. 2 months ago. August 30th, CGC 9.8 sold for $500 or best offer. So I'm assuming probably $450, right? There was September, back all the way to September of 7th, September 7th, raw copy of this in high grade sold for $220 straight up. Not a bad ROI on this. Really great. Why did I get it? Because the freaking cover is banging. Bang. Banging, bada bang. Boom, boom, boom. All right. This is one other book that is very, it was considered as a controversial. When you, somebody, one of the artists was saying this, that is an impossible posture that this character have on a book. So when that thing hit, people caught on to this cover. A lot of the G. Scott Campbell collectors out there that probably knew, but this is it. This is the controversial cover. There's no way that married anyone can sit like this with the arm poses like that. They say it was impossible, but guess what? This is art, guys. Anyway, with that said, Amer- Amazing Spider-Man issue number 601, J. Scott Campbell cover. There's also a newsstand, but I'm just going to focus on the direct. October of 17, $550 on a CGC 9.8. I got this for $138 years ago. $138. 550. Oh my God. Freaking so happy. But the thing is, or best offer. So I'm assuming probably about $500 or $525 was sold at for this book here. October 31st, in a raw copy, sold for $90. So I got this in a 9.8 for $135 years ago before it became controversial cover. I just had to get this cover. It was a dope ass cover. There was no newsstand back then that I could afford, but still, 135, 500 to 525, not a bad ROI. Not a bad ROI. And this one, I remember getting this book driving around. I remember when I first moved to Washington, and that was not, I had many time on my hand. I had nothing to do. So what I do, I go online, I check to see if anybody's selling the book. There was one guy, so I was driving around Washington, drive to Seattle, drive to Tacoma, drive to freaking Linwood. I mean, you name it. I pretty much drove around Washington, meeting people who listed their book for sale. Now, I was fortunate that I was in the upper side of Seattle. This is one seller that wanted to sell this book for, I believe it was for 125, but I brought it down to 100. 100, I think it was 100, 125. but I remember he wanted more. But I talked to him because there were some few flaws on the spine and some color rub that I thought that it can't be at that time. At the time, that was like 7 years ago, I think. So this guy, he decided to sell me this book, in which I was always wanted this book because a book that people are saying every collector should have this book, and I got it for 100, I think 100 to $125. He's got freaking issue. Yeah, I remember. Oh, was it? He's got freaking issue, or was it Big Leg? But somebody that was know what they were doing. They got this thing cleaned and pressed. Came back CTC 9.6. Malibu Sun number 13, one of the very first early appearance of Spawn on a cover. And this is not the error. The error was freaking impossible to find. All right. But CTC 9.6. The last sold October 9th for $1,200 or best offer. So I'm assuming probably for $1,100, 9.6. There September 14, going back to September 14, a raw copy on that high grade sold for $400. On a raw, I spent $100 to $125 on this. Came back as a 9.6. Regardless of what the grade was, I was very happy. Sold for $1,200 best offer. Could be 1,100, but I checked to see what it was listed. There was one for 9.6 for $1,000, but still a great return of investment for me. This type of thing that makes me wanna to celebrate my success. Very few success that I have collecting all these comic book that I have here. You see all those books there? Yeah. These are the very few books that panned out better. So I took a gamble. I don't know what's called it a gamble. I would never, but it was more of a comic book, a key issue book, or something, a book or cover that I wanted, and I got it. I got it graded, I bought it graded at the time for low, and now, as you see, that it goes double, triple, even 100 times more what I invested, and I'm very, very happy. That makes this, yeah, this hobby, it is for what it is. All right. You got your FOMO book that didn't pan out. I can tell you right now, 80% of the books that I bought on FOMO didn't pan out very well. But the books I really wanted, because I wanted to upgrade my comic collection, panned out really well for me. So with that said, if this is your first time into my channel, if you made it this far, subscribe. Give it a thumbs up. Give it a comment. Let me know what you think, what your thoughts are about this video. And until next time, guys, shoot.